Welcome to my tarot card reading for Gemini 2016, and this is Manu Tarot. Gemini, remember that you are an air sign. Your house is house number 3. Your planet is Mercury, and you are a mutable sign. Okay? We have the opening for you, and we have Obatala and Iku. So these are the ones that are talking to you, and the ones that you really need to be working during the whole year. They are the ones giving you advice. They are the ones giving you warnings throughout this year. Therefore, in a representation of the entities or orishas that are helping you, if you want to call it like that, you should have a flag that is half black and half white as a symbol of the energies that are giving you advice and warnings and helping you throughout this year. Another advice that I will give you during 2016 is to take under consideration those family members that have died already. You can perform a mass. You don't have to go to church if you don't want to. You can make prayers for them. You can lit a candle for them so they can grant you protection, or whichever way you want to call it or see it. We have Obatala, the one that is related with the head, with the mental faculties, but it's upside down. So we could say that they are telling you that during this year there's going to be a tendency for you to feel a little bit confused and insecure. There might be a possibility that you might feel a little bit on the down, a little bit sad or depressed or melancholic, but not melancholic. It's more like disappointed, depressed, something along that line, or probably discouraged. The Batala, which also because he wears white, we could be talking about peace of mind. Because it's upside down, it could mean that you don't feel at peace or at ease with yourself. So we might be talking about brooding. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. That's what they're warning you. And what I gave you, the recipes, are good for you to help you out throughout the year. Something else that you could also do is take what is called a white bath, or you can use a soap that is specifically created with that purpose. So if you reach out to me, I have the soaps, so just let me know. Okay, but that's the warnings, advice, and what they're telling you for 2016. Gemini, this is your first trimester. Okay, and before I start, let's mention where is going to be your planet, your ruling planet, during the first trimester. And during the first trimester, we have Mercury in Aquarius. Then on January 5th, Mercury is going to become retrograde. Is going to enter Capricorn on January 8th, and by January 25th is going to become direct. Once again, on January 13th is going to enter Aquarius, and is going to stay like this until March 5th, because on March 6th Mercury is going to enter Pisces, and then on March 21st is going to enter Aries. Okay, some information for you so you can link what I'm going to say with the transits. The first trimester is all about feeling a little bit discouraged, disappointed. It seems like the first month January, you might be looking back in time and you might feel a little bit discouraged, a little bit disappointed, or probably the month of January is going to start making you feel that way, whatever is causing that feeling of being discouraged, disappointed, and probably even hopeless, because there's no strength to face anything. At least that's how you feel. And by February, there's going to be secrets emerging. And when I say secrets, it could be many, many things. We could be talking about feelings and emotions that are deep rooted in your psychology, in your unconscious or subconscious, that emerge and you start dealing with them. Or it could be secrets, family secrets, or things that you didn't know that they are brought to your attention, and they're going to make you feel a little bit sad, disappointed, hurt. And that's what is the first trimester is all about, feeling a little bit disappointed, discouraged, because there are things, feelings, emotions are flourishing, emerging, that you probably were not aware of them. I'm talking about schemas, or it could be information that was hidden from you, and now it comes to you, to your attention, and now you start feeling that struggle and that feeling of disappointment. I think that the best word is disappointment. Okay, we have the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins influencing the first trimester, and then we have Jupiter Sagittarius. So this is letting us know that you're going to start seeing the results of what you are planting. So any seeds, if you start planting negative thoughts during the first trimester of the year, don't expect to see positive results throughout the year. So I'm just letting you know. So that's what the tarot cards are saying. But at the same time, you might be also getting news related with traveling, legal issues that might also be contemplated. Okay, and it seems like you are going to feel a little bit overwhelmed, discouraged, and disappointed with the news, or at least what you perceive to be reality. Gemini, we have here the second trimester. And before I start, let's talk a little bit about the transits of your planet Mercury for the second trimester. On April 5th, Mercury is entering Taurus. It's going to become retrograde on April 28th, and it's going to be like that until May 22nd, where Mercury will become direct. Then it's going to enter Gemini, your sign, on June 12th. Sorry. And then by June 29th, Mercury is going to enter Cancer. That information might help you understand a little bit more the dynamics that we're seeing here in the tarot cards reading for you. The second week is all about you feeling decided, victorious, very hopeful. Sorry. Very hopeful, very happy, very cheerful during this week of this trimester. I'm sorry, this trimester is all about you feel empowered, and I wouldn't say even empowered, very hopeful is the word. Very hopeful that everything is going to be perfect and everything is going to be correct the way you want it. This is all about taking decisions. Life is making you take decisions, or you are very proactive and you are the ones making the decisions, and that makes you feel in control. Okay, and that's what the tarot cards are saying here. And this will be the best time of the year to travel. If you want to study, you could start studying. Not necessarily you have to go to college to study something that you like, but this is the best time to start doing that. That's my advice. But highly pro, you're going to feel so happy, so excited that you're going to do it on your own terms. Traveling, studying something that you like, etc., etc., etc. Okay, that's more or less what we have for the second week. The last month of that second trimester, I'm sorry, that is June, is all about learning to deal with it. In other words, if life gave you lemons, you make a lemonade. Or like my mother said, if life gave you lemons, you bring the salt and the tequila and have a shot. Okay? So what I'm saying is that during the month of June is like you realize that whatever you cannot change, you have to accept it, deal with it, and embrace it, and make it, and learn how to be happy with that. This is the most positive attitude that you're going to be exhibiting during 2016. After that, you will start changing your ways. Gemini, we have here the third trimester for 2016. And before we start with the reading, let me mention where your planet Mercury is going to be during your third trimester. And during the third trimester, Mercury is going to be in in Virgo, and then on July 30th is going to enter Virgo. Okay, is going to be Virgo in Virgo. Then is going to turn retrograde on August 30th, and is going to stay like that until September 22nd, that Mercury becomes direct. Okay, and the third trimester is going to be kind of a roller coaster for you. You're going to feel, I think that the best way to describe it is going to be like bipolar. You feel like totally hopeful and then hopeless, optimistic, pessimistic. It's going to be an up and down situation for you during the third trimester. Okay, you're going to feel like everything moves and then suddenly it gets stuck, and that kind of feeling is going to be working out for you during the third trimester. We have the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, and the only thing that I'm going to emphasize is the 6 of Cups, because it's letting us know that some way, somehow, your philosophy of life, the way you understanding things, might be a little bit on the stubborn side. You might be a little bit arrogant. It's like this is how you want to think, this is how I want it, and you don't want to see any other avenues, any other ways of methods of dealing with whatever it is. And the tarot cards here are letting us know that life, the universe, is really pushing you into a different direction to try to not only see the collection of information, data, but it's like they want you to see the big picture. So you really need to let go a lot of details and start trying to see the whole big picture. This is the best time for you to start reading books related with self-help, practice meditation, or any other kind of spirituality, which is going to help you deal with this feeling that you might experience during the third trimester. Gemini, we have here the last trimester of 2016. And the last trimester, it is going to be a time of recapitulation, if that's the correct word. Is where you're going to be ruminating, you will be thinking, analyzing everything that you have done, everything that you have accomplished throughout 2016. Okay, this is a time of the year that you are going to do that. This is a time of the year that if you have been procrastinating something, or whatever it is that you have been postponing in your life, you cannot keep doing it. You are going to be pushed into action. You have to do something about it. Okay, and at the same time, some way, somehow, you might feel a little bit frustrated. Probably the frustrating sensation is due to leaving everything for the last moment, and that feeling of frustration takes over during the last month of the year. Okay, so it's gonna be like a harvesting. You're going to start seeing the results of your hard work, of your ways of thinking, of what you're doing, what you have done, etc., etc. But at the same time, you might feel a little bit frustrated, probably because you realize that you should have worked with this in a very different way. Or if you are procrastinating, you probably are going to realize that you should have not postponed this for so many months or weeks or even years. Okay, the tarot card here influencing the last trimester is the Six of Cups. So once again, this is about ways of thinking, your behavior, way of being, and it's a little bit stubborn and a little bit arrogant. So you really need to work with that philosophy of life. You really need to learn to be a little bit more flexible. Don't be too rigid about certain ways of doing. If you're using a hammer to cut the meat, don't expect to work. Okay, so if you're using the wrong tool, just be willing to accept the reality and change the tool accordingly. Okay, that's the best way I can probably transmit what the tarot cards are trying to tell you for the last trimester. Okay, that's what I have for you. I have here the Seven of Coins, Eight of Cups, and the Six of Cups, which is letting us know that whatever you put in your mind, your thoughts, that's what you're going to project to the outer world, and that's what you're going to attract. Okay, so if you want good results, you have to try really hard to change a lot of schemas. I know it's not easy. Trust me, I know that it's not easy. It's very difficult, and it's frustrating. I know, but the good thing is that try to adjust, make changes, try to be open. Try to be open to new ways of thinking and new ways of understanding and analyzing things. And even better, try to examine your life, your philosophy of life. It obviously, according to the tarot cards, needs some adjustments. Okay, that's what I have for you for 2016.